Hi, this message is going out to Bob Kuntz. Bob, hi, my name is Brett Figueroa here in Centennial, beautiful Colorado, and I am sending you this video here today in reference to a situation that I had at your location, Pindustry, with, I believe, the GM, Greg. I could be wrong on the name. I know his title is the GM. And so it's been a couple of weeks now, and I was kind of just sitting on the sidelines thinking, okay, well, maybe Pendustry will come back to me. I've got lots of friends over there if they needed to find my number. Actually, I've a couple of different people in that location have my number that work there. So I wanted to share a situation I had about, it's 2 weeks ago actually, as of today. I've been dancing at your club now for the past several years. I enjoy it like wholeheartedly, 1,000%. When people ask me about Pindustry, I say it's 57,000 square feet of love. You know, it's got this, and it's got that, and it's got this, and it's got over this, and then 17,000 square feet of more love up at top. And so I've been talking up Pindustry now for quite some time because I love it. It's been a fantastic establishment to come into. I know a lot of the different people. We knuckle and we high five, and we do all that kind of fun stuff, and I'm having a great time. So, but I had an altercation with one of your guys there, as I mentioned, the GM. I'm a dancer. Now, I take that loosely. I say that loosely. Um, I've written 4 books, and I don't like to even say I'm a writer. Like Spielberg's a writer. Like I just write books. So I'm not really a dancer, but I love to dance. I get up at 3:55 a.m. every morning, Monday through Saturday, and I get on the pavement by 4:35. And I take my 58-year-old body 4 miles down to the gym there at Highlands Ranch Parkway and University, and I do it every day to dance. And I love to dance. I picked it up a couple of years ago. My moves have gotten pretty swift and tight. And so Monday through Friday, we love to go to the gym. We love to go to Choose Fitness. I know all the different people there. We have a fantastic time. I'm usually found there every single morning, 5:30 to 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm there for a long time, usually dancing, practice. And then I come to Pindustry on Friday nights and Saturdays. Traditionally, not always on Saturdays, because we love Friday nights for whatever reason. It seems to be a little more spectacular. But we love to come there and we love to dance. Now, in all my time of going there, never had any altercation, never had any situation, never been found, being disorderly, out of conduct, disobedient, any of the natures. Nobody's ever come up to me and said, Brett, you can't dance in this particular arena. And probably about, maybe 5 weeks ago, out of the blue, one of your guys, the GM there, comes up and he was quite aggressive with me, and I'm like just kind of like, whoa. And I was dancing in the aisle, and it's hard to dance many times in the box of, where the dance floor is. It's very hard, gets sweaty, it's super, tight, jam packed, depending upon the band. And so I like to stay more on the outskirts of things, just because I do, and it works out really well. And I don't bump into people, I don't hit people, I don't bang into things, anything of that nature. If anything, the cameras come out and go, who's this like half dead guy, dancing away all over the place like he's having one hell of a great time. They come up and say, you look like you're living your best life ever. All except the GM. And he came up and he was quite aggressive. He's like, please dance on the dance floor, please not in the aisle. And I was just like, I was blown away. I was like, okay, dude, got it, bro. Like, it's not like this is like your 17th time having to come and tell me. This is your first time ever having to come and tell me. And you're coming at me quite strong, quite fast, and quite rapid. And if it was in my young years, I probably would have said something. It probably wouldn't have been too nice, would have been definitely kicked out of the club. But I kept my composure, and I thought, okay, it's busy. Maybe he's just not having a good night tonight, etc. 2 weeks ago, fast forwarded up to 2 weeks, 2 weeks ago, this Friday, as soon as I got there, the Kuntz, or no, Chico, excuse me, Kuntz is your name. Chico, Chiko, one of the staff, he'd come up. He was super clear. He's like, please, no dancing in the aisle. I mean, all eyes on this guy, Brett, walking in his golf clothes, dancing around. So security comes up to me right away and says, please, no dancing in the aisle. He said, if we have to ask you again, if you're caught doing it, he said, then we are going to ask you to leave. I was like, whoa, got it. Okay. Got it, bro. So I went up to him and I said, I just want to be super clear. I said, I want to be intact here. I don't want to do anything out of line. I said, where can I dance? And he's facing the band, and so he looks off to his left, and he says, see that pole? I said, yeah. He goes, past that pole. Anything past? I said, got it, bro. I said, that's perfect towards the darts. I said, we got it. I'll dance over in that direction. He said, he then looked to the right, and he looked towards the opening of when people first come into the bar area. That's great. I'm out there. I'm down at that end, and I'm down at the dart end all the time anyways, and of course upstairs. And so I got the rules and regulations on what that night was going to be encountered for. Again, very, very busy that night, very big band, very, I paid my $10 to get in. Everything was good, right? And they had already told me what I could, what I couldn't do. So I go upstairs. I'm hanging out with some friends upstairs. I go dancing over towards the darts. I go dancing over towards this area over here. All is just good. Around 10 o'clock at night, I'd say, I came down from the down upstairs where I was up there visiting with some friends that I happened to run into that go to the gym that I go to at Choose. And we were having a great time. We're loving all over each other, just having so much fun. I come downstairs and I was sweating. As I was going through, I said I was either sweating or I was going to start to sweat because I was going to start dancing. Since I come from the upstairs to downstairs, I was probably going to start sweating. So I went up behind. I went to the bar area where the GM was at, and then there was another guy, and I just kind of poked my head and I said, "Can I?" They always know I ask for a white towel because I'm just sweating so hard out there, especially on the main floor. And I said, "Can I get a?" And he just kind of didn't even pay attention to me. Like I'm asking a request as a customer, like didn't even pay attention. Finally, the GM turned around and he goes, "Actually, I'm just going to ask you to leave." And I was like, "What? You're just going to ask me to leave?" Like I've been doing everything I can all night to stay on best behavior, to dance over there, to go upstairs, to dance way over on that end over there, to stay out of the main proximity of what you guys have asked me to stay out of. And I said, I literally, Bob, I was at a loss. I was, I understand if I was doing something disorderly or, I'd been drinking over, I'd been bumping into people and, all that kind of stuff. And he goes, well, you're just in everyone's way. And I'm thrown back. I'm like, I'm in everyone's way. Like, what else is everybody else in? Like, this place is smack dog packed busy. Everyone's in everyone's way. And so I said, I just want to be super clear, bro. I said, you're asking me to leave. I said, my dearest friends here in this place is Jamie and Luke. And I said, Jamie and Luke and I just go to town. If you know who Luke is, Bob, they're, big African-American dancing guy. And, they have so much fun, big personalities. So we respect each other. The cameras come out. Him and I take over the dance floor together. And we just have so much fun. And I'm being kicked out in front of all my friends. I'm being, like, publicly violated in front of my friends as this guy is, saying, no, you're in everyone's way. You need to get out of the club. You need to not, and to not come back is what he said to me, to not come back. So I looked at him and I said, I want to be super clear. I want to be super, super clear. I said, so what you're asking me is you're asking me, a guy that comes here on a weekly basis, that doesn't cause any scene, doesn't do any, I'm not being disruptive in any way. You're asking me to leave and to not come back. That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm saying, sir. And I said, he said, that's final answer. Like I attempted to like, dude, do you know what you're doing? Like I haven't done anything to like just ask me to leave. I get if I've done something wrong, fine, ask me to leave. But to not do anything and to be asked to leave and to not come back. Again, I was publicly just like, my friends were like, they were texting me going, dude, what happened? What's going on? I sat down with a couple out of there I'd never even sat down with ever before. And they come and we sat down at one of the local coffee shops. They said, Brett, 80% of the reasons why we even come there is just to see you. Like, we just love it. His mom's 83 years old and mom's there with the beer in her hand and she's watching me dance and going to town and just having a great time, putting smiles on people's faces. Cameras are coming out. I mean, people ask me if I actually get paid. So are you entertainment here at our club? And so, which I'm like, no, but that sounds cool. But I just go just have a great time and invite a bunch of my friends from the gym. And, we talk up the gym all throughout the week. And they come there and they buy food and they buy drinks and they dance. And we all get to have a great time together. And so I was blown away. I literally, I moved my family here 26 years ago. My oldest son just graduated with his master's in math. My middle son's a big 6'10" golfer at the Ridge at Castle Pines. My daughter is a 19-year-old that works at Kohl's Sephora department. I'm an author of four books. Just wrote my fourth book. Worked alongside motivational speaker Tony Robbins as his #1 national trainer. Trained over 3,000 companies. Broke every sales record, every income record for the Robbins organization. And I'm a guy that's been around. Like, I'm not just some fly-by-night dude coming busting into nightclubs and talking smack, doing drugs, drinking, falling down, being belligerent to people whatsoever. I'm a good citizen here, that enjoys. I get up I may have already mentioned it, I get up at 3:55 in the morning and ride my bicycle 4 miles to the gym at 4:35 in the morning. I do it 6 days a week, and I go to the gym and I dance and I practice, and then I come to pindustry, and I love to just come and have a great time on Fridays and Saturdays. Traditionally, many times just Fridays, although recently it's been Fridays and Saturdays. So actually, I mean, again, I was the first few days on here, Bob. I was blown away. I mean, I didn't really know how to process it. I was like PTSD or something. Like, just like, dude, what just happened? Like, you're 58 years old, never been kicked out of any place except when you were like probably a teenager, but not as an adult, not as who you are in the world today to be kicked. So I really struggled with it. My daughter thought, Dad, that's just discrimination. She's sharp gal. She said, Dad, that's discrimination. You just got kicked out. You mean for no reason? And I really did. I struggled with it, Bob. I was got like, or Douglas County going, I'm going to file a lawsuit. I'm going to file a law. And I'm not into that. I think it's toxic, and I don't want to do that kind of stuff. And I just don't want to go around demeaning and demoralizing. And so I didn't say, a bunch of bad stuff around, because I believe in talking people up. I believe in, if the establishment's been great to me and they've been wonderful to me, there's no reason to go beating them down and tearing them down. But I will say that that when I left out of there, I was blown away, and again, didn't say anything derogatory. So in my younger years, I probably been like, "What the f- are you doing?" Say, probably would have escalated. Police probably would have come, but at 58 now and being a citizen of this, of the Centennial area and Douglas County area and raising my family here, I don't do that kind of stuff. So I just want to make sure I got my notes covered, because I did have just want to make sure. And yeah, so I think I got what I needed to get said done. And it's quite a bit to say and quite a bit to share. It's just been on my heart now for the past 2 weeks. I kind of sat sidelines thinking, okay, well, maybe something will get resolved. Maybe they'll come to me. Maybe they'll say, hey, we did wrong. Here's how we can make it good to you. Like, but none of that happened. And so then that just kind of sits with me, was like, okay, Brett, they actually think you did something wrong. Like, you bring your dancing to a dance club and you get kicked out of a dance club. I can't even get kicked out of my fitness gym, and I'm dancing all around the fitness gym all over the place, and they won't even kick me out. They're like, this guy's having a ball. He's having a blast. Like, he's putting big smiles on people's faces. Like, he looks like the happiest guy on planet Earth, just having a great time. And so, again, it's guys like you that, are making a difference, making an impact in the development business. One of my early friends, Bob, whose name's Bob also, in the development business, and, just good people, want to create something to make money, and also to create something to, to bring happiness and to bring an impact into the community. And I know what you guys have done. I did some research on pindustry, and I did some research on your development company, and it's exciting to see what you guys are involved in. My number is 720-672-5783, 720-672-5783. I hope to hear from you, or hope to hear from somebody in your organization. Again, this is not something I wanted to do, was to come and and share this type of information. This is not something I like to do by any stretch of any imagination, but I felt like it was an important thing for me to do, again, because we love your establishment. We've had such a great time, and I'm not clawing at your doors to get back in. That's not why I'm doing this video. I think that doing the video for me is to do because it was the right thing to do. And again, I'm a big boy. If I screwed up along the way, I can go, dude, you screwed up. You got to take the repercussion. You got to deal with consequences of what it is that you did. But that just didn't happen. Anyways, you'll have my email address. You've got my number, 720-672-5783. The name is Brett Figueroa. You can BrettFigueroaInternationalme.com me. You can do whatever research you want to do on me, but I'm a legitimate dude that's been around a while, and we just love to have fun. We love making a difference and making an impact in people's lives, which is what I've been fortunate to do now for 33 years. Anyways, thank you so much for your time, Bob. I hope you got a chance to watch all this and somewhere in between. There was a lot to cover. I wanted to not minimize anything that happened because I don't think for a company, an establishment that's as awesome as yours, that to have that level of what was going on towards a guy like myself and to come at me, I just thought was absolutely the wrong thing to do. But I get doing wrong things, but I also understand too when we do a wrong thing to come back and go, dude, I apologize, bro. It was super busy. You know, you happen to be, you know, like right there and we took it out on you and we're sorry. But that didn't happen. And so I felt that it was necessary in order to come through with this. Bob, have yourself a great weekend. Thank you again so much. 720 672 5783. Bye bye.